Welcome to video number 3 for problem number 1 for midterm exam. As you can see on the screen, we have completed the flowchart as part of the previous video. We're going to use this flowchart to develop our pseudocode. In main, we will have approximately 7 steps. The first step, second step, and third step, those are the 3 input steps. After that, in fourth step, we're going to trigger a loop, and then within the loop block, we will see our find cube function call, and then once the function returns a cube, we are going to print the number and the cubed value. And then we are going to increment the loop variable or the loop counter and then head back to the beginning of the loop. And this will continue on until we max out on our upper range number. So 7 steps, and let's go ahead and then start writing the pseudocode. In addition, once we're going to go towards find function pseudocode or find cube function pseudocode, then we expect that we will get 3 inputs, and then those 3 inputs, not 3 inputs, 1 input, and that 1 input is going to be used to find the cube and then return the cube value. So here we are for the main. We're going to write pseudocode. So here's main. We'll just highlight that and perhaps underline it. And then in our step 1, it's going to be input, and we will accept the input of lower limit of the range. In step 2, we have another input, and step 3 is another input, and here we have input of increment value. Then step 4, we will process loop. Then step 5 is within the loop block, and here we're going to call the function find cube. Then step 6, which is again within the loop block, we're going to print the number and its cube. And then step 7, we will increment the loop variable. And that should end our main program. For find cube function, we'll have step 1, and that will be process calculate cube. Step 2, process return cube. And that should do it for our step for pseudocode. We can quickly go back, double check. Yes, we have had the 3 inputs. We had the loop. We called a function here, and then we printed the function and incremented the loop variable. And we can also confirm it here. Say ask the user maximum minimum range and the increment, and then calls a function find cube. This function returns the cube value, and then the main program prints the table that shows number and its cube value. Same thing happened here, where we actually went through the values 1.5 all the way to the upper value of the first data set, and then for each of those values in the range we actually calculated cube. And how do we go from one value to the next? By adding the increment, which in this case happens to be 0.5. Hence that we have reviewed everything, and that takes care of our step 6, where we actually say that the pseudocode matches the flowchart, and flowchart captures the do some things from step 2 and handwritten solution from step 3. So now that we have assured that all these things are in sync, we are ready to move to the programming stage.